Welcome back to the Spurs DANalyst. Well, this video is not going to be a joyful video. I will be putting another video out there discussing Spurs' good result yesterday and other Premier League games. That should be coming to you soon. But today I wanted to focus on my thoughts around the current state of the club. And you don't normally hear people talk like this after a game. Especially a 4-0 win, but I had to get it out there. I've been thinking about doing it for a while, so here we go. So I've had enough, really. The transfer window has been a big disappointment. Where are the top signings? Where are they? We haven't signed enough, in my opinion. Archie Gray, potential. William, potential. Lucas Bergvall, potential. Min Hyuk Hang, potential. Ready-made players. We have Werner, not going to make any difference. The only signings ready to make a difference to the first team really is Solanke. So that's 5 in total, plus 1 coming in to help us out in January. Mostly young players with good potential, but we do not know if these players will make an impact and move us up a level in terms of consistency in the league and in cups. I'm sure they're very talented, and I'm sure they'll do well at Spurs. We could be adding Moore and Lancashire to the first team players as well, so that makes that 7. Now, if you look at the tail of our form from last season and the way Ange's system tactics got worked out by other teams, we should have got that top 4 after a good start of the season we had. We fell off, and Ange blames on injuries and lack of squad depth. Now we've moved on or loaned these players: Skip, Royale, Rodon, Dyer, Sessionon, Undembele, Tanganga. We sent Holberg out on loan, Brian Hill out on loan, Valise on loan, Scarlett on loan. So that's 11 in total. Well, I am happy that we have had a good clear out, but what that shows you that we do lose some experience. It's all well and good bringing in these young players if you want to challenge for the future, but I wanted to challenge and improve from Ange's first season, close the points difference to City, Arsenal and Liverpool, and obviously come close to trying to win a cup, if not win a cup. As I said previously, if Spurs don't pull this off with signing mainly young players, it will be another season of massive disappointment. Our squad is now weaker with more games this season. It just does not make sense. What is going on? As I said before, I expect us to still compete for European places in the league with this team, and we could have a good cup run. But that's not what I wanted. And I think most of the fan base want a challenge and they want to win something. It's been far too long. I've had enough. I've heard we're not bringing any more experienced players in midfield. There's no concrete evidence of bringing in cover for the left back and not linked to a top experienced forward player to go straight into the first team. We all watched the worrying signs from the Leicester match the other day. Yes, it was the first game of the season, but we should have won that game. I will continue to support the team, of course, and get behind them. However, enough is enough and something has to change. I've been watching and reading other fans' opinion on the Spurs' current situation, listening and talking to different Spurs fans, talking to rival fans to hear what they're saying about Spurs. I've been watching other Spurs YouTube channels, reading tweets on X, and it's clear most of the fan base have major concerns coming into this season. So what do we all do about it? So Stell from Tottenham Away has been speaking out, and he's called out the Spurs fans and other YouTube channels. He says, don't moan about it if you're not going to do anything about it. His message to the fan base is really that we need to come together as a fan base to challenge and where it's going, i.e. protesting. I have seen a reaction back to Stell and he's getting put down. He's been told to shut up. I don't know Stell personally, but from what I hear from him, all he wants is for the club to be successful and he's fed up with it all. He has had enough and he speaks his mind with the hope that other fans realise what is going on and that something can be done about it. Also been hearing stuff as well. Sava, he gets so much stick on his channel, and I've seen some of the comments, and I don't know why people are so personal. There's no need to go down to that sort of level. At the end of the day, it's only football. Yeah, it is scary. There are thousands and thousands of Spurs fans unhappy about the state of the club and voice their opinions on whatever social media platform they have. It's okay to have an opinion and be critical about the club. People are not always going to agree with each other. And that's what debates are for. They can be done in a constructive way. Being abusive to people on social media, sitting behind a keyboard, does not get anyone anywhere. But I guess that's the sad and damaging thing about social media. I've read a civil response to Stell's opinions on X from Ricky from The Last Word on Spurs, saying that fans are allowed to express their opinions how they want, and if fans don't want to protest, that's up to them if they feel uncomfortable doing so. I understand the time thing, and in life it's very busy, and we don't all have we have a lot of commitments and responsibilities in life to go and protest. Yeah, I get it. I understand. I myself have had enough. The evidence shown in this transfer window tells me the club is not serious after all these years. They are not fully backing Ange. Therefore, I think the only way forward is for all the fans to come together and, I guess, protest. Imagine if all the Spurs YouTube channels and all their followers come together, plus match-going fans, fans from other social media outlets such as X. There'll be thousands, and then the club will have to start to take notice. Levy will say we spend money. And yes, we do spend money, but we don't spend it on the right players that are going to push us up the league and win. I remember a few years ago, Man United fans protesting, and I think it helped them, and changes are starting to happen at Man United now. The club has taken us fan bases for a ride for too many years. We are a laughing stock to other rivals, and no one takes Spurs seriously, as past evidence has shown with our performance in the league and cups. So many poor decisions around buying players, hiring and firing managers, not backing managers with top players, and doing things on the cheap. The club is making millions now, and there's no excuse, in my opinion, to not really go for it in this transfer window and try and build on from last year. I have thought about protesting in the past, but due to life commitments, it's been difficult for me, I've got to be honest. It's still difficult for me now, but I have to do it. I have to do something. The club have priced me out of going to games. I can't afford to take my family and watch the club I love. We need to let the club know that they need to be serious about success for us fans, as we haven't won anything for 16, 17 years. Years of failure and disappointment, and I want change. From my experience of protesting in the past, they can be peaceful and safe. As a Spurs fan, it's up to you at the end of the day. It's your decision what you want to do. All I want, and most fans want, is the club to be successful and to be competitive with the top clubs in England and Europe. Nothing is guaranteed in football, even if you spend money, but if you spend it in the right way, Spurs will have a much, much better chance. Please give us your thoughts on what I have said. If you agree, please make any comments. If you don't agree, please give us your thoughts why. Thank you for listening. Come on, you Spurs.